I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip top. Lot of hoes to choose from, I ain't scared to lose one. Bitch, I've been a thought boy since I was reading Goosebumps. Standing on the block, I was testing out my new gun. Mix the off-white with the blue ones. I know I'll be alright when I'm going through some. Got some raw white if you wanna do some. Heard he tryna ball like me, no he got no funds. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-06 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. I like my revolver, but it only got 6 shots. She was built like
Guys, welcome to another Friday episode of Just the Tip. I'm very vibrant today. My name is Josh.
You are. You have like the least amount of light on your side of the room, and I like have all the light over here, and I'm still darker than you.
Yeah, it's strange because, guys, if you look in here, we just put in new LEDs and stuff over on his side. If you were to sit physically where I am,
It's dark.
yeah, I am like 6
I also don't
shades
have that
darker
light
over
on
here
right there
now.
too, so that might be. I don't know.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I know they're both Elgato
And
cams,
don't-
so they should be
And
very
I don't have
similar.
the cases on either. I'm gonna go turn those on right now, midstream.
See if I glow. Guys, today we have a semi-special episode for you because we have something that we're going to share with you in more depth. But if you look straight above me, we have the advertisement posted. And if you look straight behind me, we also have the advertisement posted.
Yeah, baby. Only
So-
4 printed right there.
That's
so.
right. But that we'll be getting into in about 3 topics from now. But that is up there. If you guys stick around, check this out, listen to us. This has got all the details coming up for the first ever Moist AF car wash.
Yeah, first ever. Dude, the feedback we're getting sounds like this is going to be pretty fucking lit. I'm excited for it. If it goes well, which I think I'm pretty positive it's going to go well.
Yeah.
I believe like there's potential for another one maybe this year. And then if it's something that just sticks and people like to do, maybe having like a business venture end of it. And, I already have the name. If we found like an indoor place that did climate change, or not climate change, God
Climate
damn
control.
Climate control. Fucking politics is
Coming
all up
right
in my
to
head.
the front.
Yeah, and then I already have a name for it, and I'm not going to say it online because I don't want anybody stealing my fucking idea. Did I ever tell you the name?
No.
No, I'll tell
Nope.
you. You got to remind me after.
We'll
the
be
stream.
behind closed gates when we
It's
talk about that.
Fucking hilarious. It's great. But it's going to be a hoot, man. We're going to have DJ Dirty Panda, DJing this thing. We're going to have a merch table. We'll have anybody from Erie, Pennsylvania, or if you're even in the tri-state area, bring your ass to Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Independent Muffler 2223 Broad Street, Erie, Pennsylvania. Get your car washed. Bring your Matchbox car. I don't give a fuck.
Once again, guys, we thought this was important and cool enough to talk about now, but we're also going to cover this again later too.
Right.
So that way we can have this go as big as we can. This will be something that's pretty cool, and we don't want to talk too much about it right now.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I started overindulging.
that's all right. We're looking forward to it. We're excited. And I got some stories about it too from just people that we've been talking to. So we'll get to that when we roll into it. But first, we're going to kick it off in the nerd realm of stuff. So we're going to revisit one of our favorite pastimes, some Magic the Gathering. I'm going to share our screen with you. So this is part of the expanded universe that they do, the Secret Layers, correct?
Yeah. Secret Layers or Universes Beyond. I think this is
right.
Universes Beyond.
There it is.
Either or. There's several different cards from this set. This is just one of the spoiled ones here that I gravitated to. I guess I haven't really bought a lot of new shit since we did that Tarkir Open live stream. But this one looks cool. I did buy a boost. Actually, I did buy a booster box of the Final Fantasy stuff, and I did pull a couple of cool things. But I like all that shit is overpriced.
Oh, insane.
I'm sad, but I don't know if you've seen it. But Costco's, did you see what they did with that?
No.
They released Commander decks, and you got 3 packs with it for $50
Wow.
for Final Fantasy. I was like, why don't we have a Costco?
Yeah.
And like, I'm not going to go drive somewhere or buy a membership for some place I can't frequent. But yeah, that was the deal on Final Fantasy stuff. But all the
And the way I understand that too, that was the best-selling Magic the Gathering set in history, wasn't it?
yeah, it was
Even before
it
release.
even hit the shelves. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
I got 4 packs so far.
that set pushed a lot of people. Like, there's a YouTuber I watched demo, EDH deck building, and he was like my go-to guy. Like, he was so knowledgeable. I loved what he did. And he just got so fucking tired of the way the direction of the game is going, the power creep, how fast things go,
Right.
the overselling. Like, Magic Lure is no longer Magic Lure. It's like getting overshadowed by all these other different IPs, and he's just kind of like, this isn't my game anymore. And that was his content. It was brilliant, and he just stopped making videos on YouTube, and I'm like, fuck. So, Demo, if you're out there, please jump back on. I miss you personally. I appreciated your work. I didn't agree with everything you said, but shit, like, you definitely were knowledgeable about everything. I liked your take on everything. I know that was a good part of his livelihood.
Right.
So I hate to see something like that get ruined by corporate greed or whatever. But this card in particular right here, I would love to break it. That would be fun. Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog, haste. Whenever Shadow the Hedgehog or another creature you control with flash or haste dies, draw a card. Chaos control. Each spell you cast has split second if mana from an artifact was spent to cast it. So if you've got signets out there, or mana rocks, or treasure tokens, dude, nothing you play can be countered. Split second is ridiculous. Also, while we're talking about split
I remember you talking about this last week about
Yeah.
how you were going to end up breaking that.
Yeah, but split second also, Magic missed the boat on this one. There's a card called Offer You Can't Refuse, where you counter target spell, and its controller creates 2 treasure tokens. Now, can't is the most powerful word in Magic. So I believe they probably should have made that card itself split second, but it's not. Because Offer You Can't Refuse, well, if somebody has a regular counter spell to counter your Offer You Can't Refuse, then it gets countered.
Right.
So can't, in split second, can't be interacted with. They missed the boat on that one. But this is going to be fucking ignorant when I build it.
I love the art style on this.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the cartoon
Yeah,
that they made
yeah.
during the 90s.
Yep. But definitely, there's a bunch of different other cards. There's Edges of Eternity. I think we're gonna end up getting a Star Wars expansion.
I saw the Edges of Eternity one that's coming.
Yeah, I think.
But is this like the Deadpool one where it's only a couple cards? Because this isn't a whole set like Spider-Man, right?
I don't know. I would look it up.
Yeah, because I didn't see that.
I don't know if it's Secret Layers. That is the Secret Layers logo. So
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if they're not doing their print to demand. They haven't done that in a while. So
yeah, it's just going to be a Secret Layer launch on the 14th.
there was or is?
No, on the 14th. That's when this comes out.
Okay. So let's see what cards are in there right there.
Super State. So you got Supersonic, a legendary enchantment.
Creatures you control. Dude, that's gross. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 30 or more artifacts, you win the game.
Yeah, that's especially if you
Enchant
ran an
creature.
artifact deck that you're just pumping out creatures.
Wait a minute. What's a minute? Oh, yeah, hold on. Enchant creature you control. Enchant creature has a base power and toughness of 9/9, has flying, first strike, trample, and haste. Whenever an enchanted creature deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. That's fucking gross, dude.
Oh, so man, if you're
I
playing
would
a
put that in
3,
I put that in my red Ogier deck right there.
The Ogers.
No, my Oger deck is so fucking disgusting.
7.
I don't see Shadow
7
on
cost.
Here. Yeah, you can get that out quick. There
Shadow's
it is.
down
There's
there.
Shadow, yeah. And then what's up with Sonic? Sonic is
Gotta go
haste
fast.
Whenever Sonic the Hedgehog attacks, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control with Flash or Haste. Okay, whenever a creature you control with Flash or Haste is dealt damage, create a tap treasure token.
So you're getting extra land out of it.
Oh,
Mana.
yeah. That's cool shit, dude.
I
How much does
agree.
it go back down?
It said right up here. I thought it was $100. All overs over 100 would be.
It's on the bottom. Foil's 50, but
That's not bad, actually.
It's not terrible.
Oh, what's this? Turbo Gear? Is this a separate one?
Secret Lair X. No, I think
Because did this one have a different name? The Sonic
Or the-
Super Drop, Secret Lair, Turbo Gear.
that looks like shit that was already. Let me see. Also, like another reason.
2025.
Another. What's that?
These are all from 2025. So I think there's 2 of them. There is. There's more than 2. There's 3.
Wow.
Hold on. There might be 4. There's 3.
No, there's 3. Another reason I think Star Wars is going to get in here because they're changing a rule, I believe, this month.
Yo, look at Soul Ring fucking print.
Oh, that's dope. There's a new rule coming into Commander where you can use legendary vehicles as commanders. You can never use vehicles as commanders. That's what makes me think they're going to get into the Star Wars idea.
Yeah, because before you would have to crew your vehicles.
Yeah. Well, you still have to crew them. But like they'll probably put like Death Star and other fucking shit in there.
Does 999,000
Oh,
damage.
Jesus Christ.
Just like all those other fucking ridiculous, or like Cactar.
Yeah.
Cactar.
Cactar.
But these
I
are.
did buy a bunch of proxies from that set. Although the
Oh, yeah.
more I bought them off Etsy. The artwork is fucking amazing. I love
Yeah,
it.
that was my favorite part about the Final Fantasy set. Not even so much the mechanics.
Yeah, the
I didn't
proxy
really read the
ones. Like I
cards.
bought proxy ones off Etsy where you had like they were all like femaled out, like gender swapped on some of the cards because like I bought both sets. You bought the regular set that was just like your regular proxies with like concept art from Final Fantasy, and then they had the ones where they were naked. So I bought them both, and yeah, some titties in your magic, like
Both them.
both them in your mouth.
That's
both
right.
of them.
But yeah, this looks cool. I was
Yeah,
always
I
a
think I'm
Sonic
gonna end
fan
up-
from when I was a kid too. So
I think I might end up grabbing that.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
At least the first set, just for the shadow.
All right.
Start building for it now.
So the next topic we're going to jump into, and we're going to get out of here real quick. That way you can see us a little better. But next topic we're going to jump into is not what you see above me, but that's another advertisement back. What we're going to jump into is a video, and it is titled "The Worst Cover-Up of My Lifetime."
And this is done by CoffeeZilla, who's awesome. This is his second page, so go hit the like and subscribe. Dude's very knowledgeable, but like everything that has happened throughout time, he has put together and cataloged in chronological order on how this was so hyper emphasized, and this was going to be the administration that showed transparency and let everybody know that these are the fucks that are doing these nefarious things. And he breaks down where we started and where we're at. So, I mean, we'll pause throughout the video and kind of give our commentary. Or, we'll do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a better way to do it, because it is a longer video, guys. We're going to break it up just by pausing and debriefing a little bit on it, too. So we're going to share our screen. My wife was saying she wasn't able to see us streaming, guys, so that's what I was doing. But she can. It's up there now.
Are we having technical difficulties?
Not that I see, because I just jumped right on it. I tested the chat by throwing in an advertisement for, once again, that.
Our mics are still going?
We're good. We're good. Everything's coming through strong.
All right. We're
All
strong.
right. We're going to show and share our screen for you. So right here's the video he was talking about. We're going to start playing.
This is the worst cover-up of my lifetime, the Epstein case. The reason I'm talking about it so much is because if you can get away with this, you really can get away with anything. If the government can tell people to not believe what they just said a few months ago and have everyone be fine with that, that's just a level of gaslighting that I refuse to be a part of. Never forget, they just promised us names in the release of the Epstein files.
Breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released.
What kind?
A lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information.
But in this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking that there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable.
Yeah, well, apparently there are no names to be given. No.
Yeah, so that's just the tip of the iceberg where he's starting, but
Just the tip.
just the tip. But you can really, really see this is
It gets worse. I've seen this video, and dude, wow.
Yeah.
Good job, CoffeeZilla, because he went and scrubbed all these.
he pulled all the clips together.
Yeah,
People
he-
double talking.
Oh, and it I'm telling you, man, just the post move is fucking. People, if you're still going with this shit, and you're still riding with the MAGA thing, I got questions for you, man.
Yeah.
One, when are you gonna jump off? So there's some people that are kind of like, well, wait a minute, the fuck. All right, cool. You're late to the party. At least
This
you made
cabinet was supposed to drain the swamp, not plug
it. Right,
it.
but I said this before on previous streams. Like his first administration, he hired swamp monsters. He had a lot of people that were in CEOs and big pharma in charge of things that were health related and stuff like that.
Right.
There was so many different things. So and again, I've always focused on what he doesn't say. So I've been saying it's been smoke and mirrors. I've been saying it's controlled opposition of the left, like it's manufactured hate against this guy. But go ahead, let's hear a little more.
All right.
No list, no blackmail. Epstein has now been pushed as a lone trafficker. It's the lone trafficker theory, guys. Essentially, the government's memo that they just released contradicts everything we've seen before and now basically implies that Epstein was trafficking to himself and Ghislaine Maxwell was trafficking to Epstein, and there was no other blackmail or trafficking going on. That's what this memo essentially implies. His wealth and his power then would be just from his skill as a New York financier.
I'm talking about Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Basically, he was the world's greatest tax advisor by day and the world's greatest trafficker at night to himself. And the rich and powerful people who all flocked to him and to his island had no idea of this double life. That really is kind of the heart of the modern theory, is that just all Epstein by himself, and then his friends just were there for his tax advice, despite not being a tax professional or a lawyer. Not only that, another huge revelation is the fact that really the government has increased the number of victims and decreased the number of perpetrators, right? We had the idea that there were these other perpetrators for a while, that they were just redacted because the government was building cases. Now we got pretty clear statements that there isn't evidence to bring future cases on third parties. But if you look at the original 2019 indictment, it says dozens of victims. This is from Ken Klippenstein. But the Epstein review said
That makes sense.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the case. I mean, we could look that up. But I do believe that, she kind of, watered it down there. So, okay, continue on.
says over 1,000 victims. So what happened, guys? And by the way, in the interim, they also increased the number to 200 to 250.
200 victims. 200. So we have well over 250 actually.
So we went from dozens to 200 to over 1,000 in the span of basically a year in terms of victims. We 10x the number of victims. But now there's no perpetrators. The perpetrators have been reduced. That is the crazy thing about what they're implying here, what this lone trafficker theory is pushing forward. It's also strange because previously, Epstein, in a court filing, is said to have provided information to the FBI as agreed upon. Case agent advised that no federal prosecution will occur in this matter as long as Epstein continues to uphold his agreement with the state of Florida. So apparently there was some deal where Epstein was providing information to the FBI. What information? We don't know because no one else was involved. There's also the simple fact that if you go to the FBI records, what they call the vault, most of the files are just heavily redacted. So the idea that we got some transparency wave is literally a joke. Yes, it is true.
Redacted upon redacted upon redacted.
And again, as I've said in previous podcasts, we ain't getting no list.
No.
We're like, if we do, it'd be heavily redacted. But even if they did redact it and they'd release some of the names of the people that he did release, would blow the whistle on other motherfuckers, we're doing it. And here's another.
Sounds like a Diddy party.
Right. Well, I mean, and yeah, look how that went. Here's more food for thought. And I always said this like before the when the campaign was going on. I said the fact that Trump was not calling when he was running against Biden either time. He did not go, bro. All he had to do was mic drop on this shit. He wouldn't even had to run a campaign. But
right.
Of course, you're going to take all that donor money. What the fuck? Why wouldn't you? But all you'd have to do is run that little fucking viral video that went on where he's sniffing all these little kids and being a fucking weird creeper. I'm like, dude, you sniff kids. You want that guy as your president? The fact you didn't say that, you just called him Sleepy Joe or corrupt, this, that, and the other thing. The fact you did not say that and you could have just campaigned on that alone.
Right.
You expect that guy that didn't call it out then to call it out now? Like, he kind of, in some interviews that he's done before, he's like, yeah, there was something going on in that island. He alluded to these things, but he never just came out and said, bro, you and your fucking, I can't use the word because we'll get demonetized, you and your diddling buddies
Yeah.
you're in my crosshairs now. Like, that alone right there, and that got a lot of people, that generated a lot of fucking love for this guy.
Yeah.
And in the recent interview where he's just like, are we still talking about this? Are we still talking about this? Like right now, like you see what's going on in Texas, you see with the big, beautiful bill, all that stuff was, it reminds me of like when you work in a nightclub or whatever and somebody comes in and they tip well, whatever, but they act like a complete asshole.
And expect you to be
like,
just okay
like I'm
with
spending
it.
good money here. Yeah, you can't kick me out. You know what I mean? That mentality. Like, we're going to have a USC fight at fucking, the White House. They give you all these cool little things, but we're not, it's all one big fucking club, obviously.
Yeah.
It's just, well, you have to see that by now.
Yep, it's just a big hangout, man. Big hangout. All right, we're going to play it.
There's no Epstein list where there's like names written down, but names exist in documents, on videos, in images, and they're all redacted. What's going on here? They're gonna say, oh, it's all for the victims, right? But it's not all victim names. In addition to that, this lone trafficker theory is already
all for the victims. They're doing this. They're hiding behind this little veil of we don't want the victims to have to relive this. That's emotional blackmail. They're going to
Relive it every day, regardless.
Relive this every day. Maybe they might not want to be front and center, but what about future victims? Because if it was about victims, the bigger goal is to make there not be any more victims, so that these people that are on the videos, you don't even have to expose the victims. You can expose the people that are on these videos that no longer exist for some reason. Because the list never existed. They've watched these videos. They've seen these people. This is all these people that are in power now saying that they've seen these videos. You could put them on blast, but you won't.
Yep.
Why?
Well, look at the timing of everything too, because the Diddy case that just got closed, the fact that he got essentially away with it and just pretty much charged with lewd behavior.
Yeah.
But look at all the names that were allegedly on that list that lawyer said there was 1,000. And look at the timing of both of these. All come front.
Yeah.
It's the same actions being done allegedly at both different places.
Yeah.
So I would imagine there would be some cohesion with names.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They went there and they went
straight over.
I would also think like at the beginning of that stuff when it popped off with Diddy. Remember all the stuff he was accused of with young kids as young as 9 and 11 or whatever. Like that never even got talked about in court.
Yeah.
So like you literally just went in there and just like guilty of having baby oil.
Yeah.
Like, what happened to all that other shit? Because, like, I remember the presser. We covered the presser when that dude was saying, like, kids as young as this, da-da-da-da-da. Where the fuck did all that go? Because it was not talked about in court.
Well, and the girlfriend was essentially voluntary to be there to be beat up.
Right. It was consensual to some point until it wasn't convenient. So it makes me think it was like a circus.
Yeah.
Kind of like all the Trump allegations where we're going to hit you, you're a felon. All these fucking made up felonies and weird things. Like, okay, and then I called it. He was going to beat them all and then be president.
Yep.
Because it only manufactured consent from his side.
Yeah.
It garnered support from his side. Like, oh, yeah. And then it gave the left a fucking argument. Well, if you can have a felon as a president. Newsflash, people. Pretty much any president in my lifetime has, created some felonious shit.
Whether you've been convicted of it or not.
Like war criminals,
the difference.
whatever, bro. They have murdered, like, I'll give you an example right now. Like, some of the stuff on social media that Trump posted about Iran and killing people. Go post some shit on your social media about killing people.
Yeah, and see what happens.
Yeah, what the fuck's going to happen to you? But rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the video.
On shaky grounds when you think about Prince Andrew's settlement with Virginia Giuffre, where he paid $16 million to make civil sexual assault allegations go away. Now, of course, it's worth saying that he did not admit to guilt. This was a settlement, but that is what you're always going to have
what a settlement
with
is?
these rich and powerful people. In the same way, you also have Leon Black, who reportedly paid $158 million over 5 years to Jeffrey Epstein for tax advice. And guess what? Leon Black, billionaire, also paid the U.S. Virgin Islands $62 million in cash as part of a settlement, a non-prosecution, where they wouldn't go after him for anything from, quote, any and all claims of any nature whatsoever.
What kind of
related
blanket
to
statement is that? Anything of any nature whatsoever.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
It's worth noting that $15 million of this cash payment will be going to counseling programs and activities or mental health services. You also have Jess Staley, the former boss of Barclays. He directly admitted to having sex with a member of Epstein's staff, which you would expect if someone was running a trafficking operation. Although, I just have to say that there was a statement that this was entirely consensual, and I'm not saying anything about that. I'm simply saying the idea that Epstein was just trafficking for himself is unlikely to be true, in my opinion. Later, Staley wrote to Epstein, "Say hi to Snow White." Epstein replied, "What character would you like next?" Staley responded, "Beauty and the Beast." And then Jeffrey Epstein said, "Well, one side is available." Obviously, some type of coded message. You can read into that for yourself. But all of this is public. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what makes the government's memo so infuriating.
And how can people just believe this? Because watch in 2 months, this will all of it be swept under a rug to the point that nobody even remembers.
People are very goldfish-like, whether they know, like, did I just eat? And they walk around. And
Right.
again, I said it earlier, is that people that are on the MAGA team are kind of like, what the fuck? And probably jumping off. But, like, I've said this before, that this was all big smoke and mirrors campaign. Right. This is like, media garners, manufacturers fear, consent, and all that other stuff, and it just plays, people against each other.
Right.
And so now when you have like Elon and even the Pillow guy, the fucking My Pillow guy is kind of like, dude, all these people that like heavily supported Trump, and Pillow guy is probably one of the biggest supporters of Trump. He's going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But like, I'm still watching some YouTubers out there like making excuses for like you were making excuses for somebody who's making excuses on why there's no list.
But look
of people that like did stuff to kids.
Look at this. Look at the way that they're even behaving. Like you just said with Trump. Why are we still talking about this?
Yeah. Because people want to fucking know.
Right, and now they're
acting...
acting...
said you would let us know.
And now they're just saying, well, we just told you there's nothing there. Why aren't you guys just accepting this?
And we covered it a couple podcasts ago when Bongino and Kash Patel were like being interviewed. I pointed out the body language on why they were lying. There are videos like of Bongino and Patel talked about, dude, my intelligence says this, like they were coming for some fucking heads.
Yeah,
They
seemed like they had energy.
Completely flipped.
Right.
Completely flipped. Like,
Yeah, it didn't exist. What are you guys talking about? We didn't say that.
you gonna scrub that like those files or what? Because I seen it.
All right.
Is so much reporting has already been done. These settlements with powerful figures, under denials, yes, but also under very questionable circumstances, make just a complete denial and statement that all of this was just Epstein impossible to believe. In September 2009, Epstein also emailed a woman named Irina to tell her that Jess Staley is staying in the Berkeley Hotel in London tonight. Staley emailed Epstein the next day to say, "I should have taken your offer," according to the Times. There's also this book by one of the 60 Minutes correspondents called A Ticking Clock, where he says that he met with Ghislaine Maxwell, and he said, "I want the tapes," I said to Maxwell at a table at Regency Bar. "I know he was videotaping everyone. I want the tape of Trump with the girls." She didn't deny the existence of the tapes, but said, "I don't know where they are." He apparently replied, "Ask Epstein," and she gave him a stern look and pointed a finger at my face. "I'm the daughter of a press baron. I know the way you people think. If you do one side, you must do the other. If you get tapes on Trump, you have to do Clinton." Now, again, what you make of a third-hand source like this talking to Ghislaine Maxwell, who apparently doesn't deny that some of these tapes exist, was she even telling the truth or just playing some game? Either way, this was all known about, not just by people after the fact, but allegedly by people during the fact. This is from Mark Epstein. It's sourced from Jeffrey Epstein. Quote, "If I said what I know about both candidates, they'd have to cancel the election." That's what Jeffrey told me in 2016.
Here's a different way to look at stuff. All the people that voted for Biden, knowing and seeing his creepy behavior, but the cognitive dissonance would just justified him being there because he was better than the orange guy, is no different than the people that still ride with MAGA right now when he came out and said, "We're going to blow this shit up case-wise, and we're going to expose all these people."
Yeah.
And now that nope, nothing to see here, they're still riding with it. You're just as bad.
Oh, yeah.
Just as bad.
Yeah.
Just as bad. We, like, moral of the story.
This is the way of saying we fulfilled a promise.
Right. We're giving you all this other shit, but we're not going to give you that. You should be happy with that. It's
Yeah.
literally like the government, and to quote Joe Jorgensen, breaking your legs and then giving you crutches or a wheelchair and saying, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be able to get around. Come on.
Sorry, we got a little drunk last night, got a little rambunctious.
Right. Like,
but you wouldn't want us to get drunk again, would you?
Right, yeah. Like, so.
Like, that's how the government's acting.
It's a mafia of kid diddlers at this point, and they're covering for them. So, like, if you're justifying. This is where the left and the right just need to put down those
sides.
Those categories. Yeah. Stop. Like, I don't advocate for voting anyway because, like, my needs aren't going to be the same as your needs. And you have people out there that are just completely bought by other, corporate entities, and that's whose their interests are. So, but you can't, if you still align with either one of these parties knowing this shit. I'm not saying that there aren't people in these parties that think they're doing good or think that they're in it for noble causes, but, like, you're now seeing in real time that they're not going to come forth with stuff. If they're hiding something this big of this nature, what the fuck else have they been hiding from you?
And how big of an influence do you have that you can sweep something like this under the fucking rug?
Right. But in the day of the internet, like, that, there's too many people talking about this. There's way too many people talking about this, and they're not letting it go. Kudos to you guys.
Yeah. All right, back to share.
Not even Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell allegedly were claiming this was all just between them. They were constantly insinuating that there were compromising things on various powerful people. What's funny is that Trump himself, even before he was in a position to declassify this stuff, had accused other powerful people of doing these things.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew.
You also have the fact that Jeffrey Epstein was in touch with other convicted files. Larry Nasser, he was writing letters. So the idea, once again, that he was just by himself, off by himself, doing things on his island by himself, and then taking calls with people like Bill Gates simply for philanthropic advice, really pushes the bounds of belief. Don't forget, a close associate of Bill Gates was named a fallback executor on the will of Jeffrey Epstein, which he, by the way, said he was shocked by and he deeply regrets meeting Epstein. Bill Gates has said similar things to that effect.
Well, yeah,
of course,
because
Bill
now
Gates fraternized
He's
with
on topic.
Epstein after he was convicted of crimes. Previously, he told the Wall Street Journal, I didn't have any business relationship or friendship with him. But in fact, he met multiple times with him at his Manhattan townhouse. Now, once again, I have to say real quick, all of these people are innocent until proven guilty. All of them deny doing anything untoward. But my point is, there are
I would agree with that
already too
statement.
many
I would totally
associations
agree
to
with that
make
statement,
them-
except your behavior indicates otherwise.
Yeah.
Your rhetoric indicates otherwise. So you want to give these people the benefit of the doubt because they're allegedly ruling your country. But your behavior isn't aligning with your words.
They just said
your
after
words don't even
he was
align with your words.
They just said after he was convicted is when Bill Gates started to let me associate with that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's when you pull away if there's nothing.
Yeah.
Lone trafficker theory make any sense. For example, Jean-Luc Brunel was somebody who apparently trafficked a bunch of people to Epstein, who himself abused a bunch of women and even was charged for it. He was charged for some really awful things and then later found dead in his cell. Interestingly, Epstein was actually a financier of Brunel's modeling agency where a lot of this alleged abuse happened. So once again, the idea of the lone trafficker just doesn't make sense because Epstein's directly linked to another guy who was also abusing women. So after all of this, they're really asking you to believe the unbelievable. They're asking you to not believe what they've said about this case, both out of office and now in power. They're asking you to not believe public reporting linking Epstein to other known files. They're asking you not to believe suspicious circumstances regarding settlements of powerful people. They're asking you to believe that Epstein was just the greatest tax advisor and financial advisor on the planet that all of these billionaires needed to consult, despite the fact that there are entire organizations built around providing the same services as this without the, links to crimes. They're asking you to believe that when people are talking about Snow White and Beauty and the Beast, they're referencing Disneyland. And they're especially asking you to believe that they have found 900 new victims since reviewing these files and exactly 0 new perpetrators. So I'm just not buying it personally. I find it insulting to the intelligence of every single person who's ever looked at this story. And it really makes me feel like this was a appropriate time to launch a crime is legal merch collection, to be honest.
Everything's legal for a price, bro.
This for a while, but,
I said that shit.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
No, man, that's it. Like, put down your two-party system. Don't give them any oxygen by voting for them, especially on that level, because like this is the complete unraveling of how these people function.
Yeah,
like like we promised you this, typical politician shit. We didn't come through, but we gave you this.
And it's the age of the internet, so
but the thing is,
all
like,
in the fucking sites.
You gave all these promises about all these different things, and this is one of the biggest things. And this is an important thing to people because there's people out there that have fucking kids. There's people out there that, care about their children and the country or the lives they're going to have in that country. And if you have a government that's complicit in letting that shit go and not addressing it and not exposing it, why are you playing the game with them? Why are you giving them consent over your livelihood and your tax dollars and your stolen earnings or how you are going to live your life or how they're going to indoctrinate your child through public education?
Yeah.
Disconnect. Fucking connect, man, and stop looking at your neighbor I look at both right and left going, wow, I'm the guy in the movie theater. Okay? I'm the guy in the back that kind of already seen the movie. and I know it's going to happen. And in my head, I'm like, yeah, don't stop running from the monster, or Michael
around and do
Myers.
this.
Yeah. Why are you going to the top floor? Of this 4-story house to get away from like Michael Myers? Like you have one
How you
exit.
getting down, boy?
Yeah, and then by the time if you do survive the fall, he's already spawned down there to kill you. So
Yeah.
like, I'm just telling you, like, watch the patterns, watch the psyops, watch what the fuck they say, and watch how they walk it back and excuse it when they don't come through. It's not fucking hard to figure out.
No,
It's not.
It's not even done well.
It's not.
Not even done well.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Unite by not liking it.
Yeah. Guys, on to a much lighter topic. And this is actually the part that you're going to see just straight above us for the advertisement. I'm going to share the screen and put
Wait
this.
a minute. We didn't do the Superman thing.
Oh, it's not even up there anymore.
Where'd it go?
I don't know.
We're going to cover Superman.
I can get that too. Watch this. There we go. And I think it was this. Where is it? Don't know where this one went, guys. We actually had it up
Just
already.
go to your images. Yeah. And click on this one right here. Boom. That was the article. Click on the article on that again, right here.
Visit.
It'll written. Yeah, there you go.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
And open. This will be the actual article. There we go. And we're going to share with you.
All right. When I was a kid, I'm dating myself here. I would Superman, the Christopher Reeves movie, would get showed once every couple months on local TV, and it would be on late, depending if it was on the weekend or whatever. If I was bad or whatever, I can get to watch it, and I would creep down the stairs and listen to it because I was infatuated with the Superman concept and being a nerd. So when something like this comes out, you want to be excited about it. And then that James Gunn has done great work with like Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that. But what he did with that is he took a bunch of characters that were kind of like in the comic books and made them fucking cool. Good job. But I'm looking at the script and how this played out through spoilers, so I might mention some things that are spoiling. So like, if you don't want to know anything, then turn my shit off. Don't listen to it. But Superman gets his ass kicked throughout the whole fucking movie. And anytime there's any type of situation where there's supposed to be an emotional impact, it's interrupted by, in James Gunn fashion, some comedy to kind of lighten it up. Like there's never any consequence for it type thing. And that comedy ends up being the dog. Shit. I smacked the fuck out of the mic. And then, no, I guess the dude played a really good Superman. I'm not in any big hurry to go see this. Because he does look like he would be a good Superman, and then seeing some of the outtakes, he looks good. I don't like the outfit. It's very, very, I don't know, Party City ish, or Spirit Halloween, or Amazon. But it's the plot with the monkeys, and they're from a pocket reality, like tweeting or on social media tweeting super shit, kind of like a hate campaign against them. So it's just kind of like modern day spin on like how to get in Superman in his feels and stuff like that.
Right.
Ultraman, the concept of that was kind of stupid. Reading about that, I heard Guy Gardner, the guy that did that, did great. I heard the girl that did Lois did great. The guy that did Superman did pretty decent, but
yeah, he actually matches what you would think.
Yeah,
he actually looks more like Christopher Reeves even than.
There's some goofy fucking stills of him that don't look like what? Who the fuck is this guy? But no, like. And then they had Supergirl in the end of the movie, and I guess basically she goes to planets with red suns so she can get drunk, so she's just a fucking head case, and she shows up to claim her dog at the end of the movie and ends up calling Superman a bitch, which is, I mean, that's not the Supergirl that I know. I know she could be a loose cannon and shit. I've read, stuff like that when she was like a Red Lantern and things of that nature, how she was very angry about a lot of things. But, and also, the no sell for me is at the very end of the movie, like when Lex breaks into the Fortress of Solitude, that was towards the beginning, if I remember correctly, and he gets all this information and all this shit, about Superman, and he finds this message from Jor-El and his mom, his mom and dad from Krypton, and basically stating they played, I guess at the end of the movie, stating that like you were sent to Earth to populate it, get as many wives as you can. I'm paraphrasing. Plant your seed. Humans are, they're fucking idiots. Da 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 da. And if you look at my last topic, you can kind of see that. But basically, you're sent to fucking conquer and repopulate, make Krypton Part 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is not anything like what Jor-El or his mom, Zara. I think it's Zara. Yeah. I forgot his mom's name.
The tank on YouTube says your mic is only in my left headphone and is creepy. I don't know why it's left or right channel. It should be centered.
Who said that yet?
Who the tank?
Oh, what the fuck? Are we not in stereo?
I don't know. I mean, it should be natively. Thank you. We'll look into that too.
Yes, we will.
But
and thank you for watching.
We talked to you in the left ear, baby.
All right. Because we ain't right.
That's right. But we will take a look at that, see if it's some kind of a stereo issue. But those should normally be in stereo.
What platform is that on?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube.
Odd. Very odd.
So we will take a look at that. Thanks for letting us know too, by the way.
But no, I as a comic book enthusiast and statue and action figure collector, I'm just no longer excited to see things in theaters anymore. Like, because you know that people do the self-insert, you kind of get away from the character itself, or you implement today's politics into it. I mean, you can do that to a degree. I get it, understanding it, because it kind of modernizes. But the war that he has going on in this movie with these countries that kind of like indicate they're Middle Eastern countries and stuff like that, and how Superman, like, that's another thing I want to talk about before we get off. I'm rambling. Superman, Truth, Justice, American Way. Everybody out there.
Oh, I did read this one.
Yeah. People were pissed that that's not in there. I am going to play the devil's advocate. That was a huge thing. And I believe it was done in Christopher Reeves.
It was. Yep.
First. But I'm going, and I don't think it was done in the comics before that. Maybe after that. I think that was kind of like what implemented that phrase or brought it into there. But I'm going to say, devil's advocate. Truth, justice, and the American way. What is the American way? Is it two-party paradigm bashing each other's candidate and each other because of their, their likes and beliefs?
Or sweeping
is
things under the rug?
it the military occupation of foreign countries abroad? I think it's like 250, if not more, military bases in countries that are not our own. I'm not saying that I don't agree with American politics and the way they're run for the most part, because they're just like a smear campaign. Like the citizens are the ones that actually pay the ultimate price, like whether it be through taxes or it be through legislation. So like, what American way are you mad that they're not, because Superman, yeah, sure, he was landed here and was raised here, but like, he kind of is an outsider. He is an alien in nature. So, like, he was an American by proxy. I think we all are by happenstance. We just happen to fucking be born here. So I'm not so upset that they took that out, because it really wasn't a thing until the movies started.
Sure.
So, but I just ask everybody, the viewers at home, what's the American way to you? I mean, is it baseball, eating cheeseburgers, eating pizza, having a good time? Yeah, I'm with you on that. But if it's the way our country is run and by who it's run, or is it the people that keep giving, I don't know, cadence to a government in doing what they do? Is that American way? Because you're not doing anything to stop it. You keep,
feeding it.
You keep feeding it.
Yeah, feeding it.
That's my take. Do what you will with it.
Tank did also say it's actually only you coming off in the left. I'm in stereo, but I'm
getting a new mic.
He did actually just purchase another Elgato mic, and the Elgato stuff seems to just work. And it'll be fixed this next week when we get it, because Amazon Prime Days came in clutch.
Fuck yeah,
came in clutch.
What was that? Wasn't it 50% off? I got it. Something like that.
Yeah, 50% off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Tank also says American way, do whatever you want as long as you don't affect others with your actions. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, unless it's a consenting party. Like, just fucking go about your day-to-day life. I think that's just a human way, though. That should be globally or universally. Yeah, like, you should just... The golden rule, treat other people how they want to be treated. The platinum rule, treat other people how they want to be treated.
Yeah.
But that would take some insight on knowing who you're interacting
And
with,
also
and how
being
to,
able to think of externally rather than just
Right.
also
Right.
interest perspective constantly.
be a little empathetic about it.
Yep.
No, but I like that was a good take there.
All right, guys. So the last things we're going to cover are going to coincide with each other. So if you were here at the very beginning of the stream, we started talking about the advertisement right above us, the advertisement right back on this wall. So on this Sunday, it is, 7:13, not 7:11. 7:13. I don't know why I said 11 o'clock is why I said that.
7-Eleven.
Yeah. So 7:13 at 2223 Broad Street. That's Independent Muffler, right here in Erie. We are hosting our first ever Moist AF car wash, where it is going to be running from 11 to 5, right in that parking lot. A bunch of different services and amenities being provided. We do have DJ there, a couple different ideas that we have running, some concession stands that are going to have our merchandise there, as well as
Our localized merch, not stuff that's online.
Correct.
We'll have cards there where you can go online and get stuff that we don't have available locally.
Yep, and we will have an iPad right there for you guys to use if you want to take a look at the stuff that's there. So
Right.
that will be there as well. But this is the first venture that we've taken into this, too. This was actually an idea a few weeks ago that King started to throw around. And
I thought about this last year, if we're being honest, maybe even a year before. I was like, dude, a car wash would be fucking dope. And in my ventures in doing so, I found out that there was a movie called Bikini Car Wash 2. Did you know that there was never a Bikini Car Wash 1 movie?
No.
They made 2, but never made a 1 to kind of make you like research it, I suppose.
They wanted you to see what was up.
Right. So I'm thinking like, and I don't even think I've ever seen the movie, if we're being completely honest, but the idea of just having, people out there washing your cars like shit that they would wear at the beach, why is that not being done?
Yeah.
I would like that to be something that's like,
Cough, cough, local photographer, cough.
oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, local photographer is going to be there. That would be the tank. Yeah. Now we
placed it. We put it all together.
Yep, the correlation is there. We have deduced who this is.
Nice.
So yes, Night Fury. That's who's speaking to us about the microphone issue, and also will be there taking photography photos of this. And I'm also, it's not on the flyer, but I'm thinking if you want a professional photo where it can be taken, we could, for a charge.
Yep.
Because these people here ain't working for free. The girls.
Oh, in fact,
myself,
you
the
get a picture
photographer.
with them with your car.
Yeah. You pull your car up, have them sit on the hood, man. That's a fucking cover photo for your social media.
We've all seen those 1990 fucking calendars
Right.
that were hanging up in garages everywhere.
But no, this is literally stuff that I think they do this in some southern states,
Yep.
and it's not always warm up here. So, but I would like this to be a regular thing, and then if I could find a spot that was affordable indoor with the ability to control the climate, why not have it a year-round thing? Why would you not want this to be an afforded luxury in your life? Treat yourself right, treat your car right, and have somebody
do it for you.
Yeah, why not?
On top of this, guys, I was talking to a group from Erie about this too, and they asked if they could bring by their e-vehicles. We don't care. Bring them on by. They also were saying that this is something you guys should be doing throughout the summer. It's our first kickoff, and we don't know what it's going to be like yet, but I tend to agree.
Yeah, we're putting our feet in the water and testing the market on this, and I believe there's tremendous fucking potential for this because, as you can see by the photo, I decorate well. We decorate well, and they're also good folks, that actually
people.
Hardworking people, and they're genuine people, and
they
were
all
like
have jobs. They are all involved in their communities, their areas, and this is something that was, hey, let's go have some fun and do some things.
Right, and they're on board for that. There are going to be more people that are not in this photo washing cars. There is definitely it's going to be pretty large. It's going to be nice. I just fucking go.
Yeah. Once again, guys, that is 7:13. That's this Sunday. 11 to 5 is going to be the hours that we have this running. stop on down and see us. We can hang out, we can talk, we're going to have music, we're going to have all of our ladies there doing this for you guys.
There'll be some guys there they're going to be washing cars too.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure DJ Dirty Panda going to get in there. Might even have a homie of mine show up. I'm not going to spoil it, but he's got a beard, and it's not you.
Oh man,
yeah. He doesn't even know what I'm talking about. He might have an indication.
Say, but you know what? He also just said Julia will kick their ass if they get out of line. So we already got built-in security.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't see, we do have a special guest too. This is worth talking about. From Big League Pro Wrestling, Julia Lynn.
Yep.
So it will be something cool to check out, guys. And when you come down to, like he said, he will have some Moist merch available there. With that being said, we do also have our merch too that is coinciding with just the tip, and also a lot of the back and forth between the Moist verbiage we have going on. So I'm going to share this with you. This will be something there that we will have up that you can see. One of the bikinis will be actually from this site too. I'll have a shirt from this site too, and there's going to be some other ones that are on there. But if you like anything you see, anything you grab off of here only just supports us continuously improving this stream and doing some more things like this.
Getting new microphones, putting together car washes, that sort of shit.
Right. So, once again, guys, another shameless plug before we do go. I am throwing that back up there real fast.
Yeah, man.
Come see us. It is, once again, 7/13, 11 to 5 at 2223 Broad Street, Independent Muffler in Erie. And we hope to see you there.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time. It's supposed to be hot. And now it's just perfect scheduling
Hey,
right there.
and
So.
it's the perfect weather for
Yes,
us.
it is.
Perfect weather for
Oh,
us.
wait. Before we go, I want to cue this up.
Hey, we did also get told if King is not in a Speedo, this isn't worth it.
You don't want that smoke. Where's it at?
Something we all need to be. M-O-I-S-T. Everybody please get moist with me. M-O-I-S-T. Something we all need to be.
All right. I don't know who sings that, but I found it on Facebook Reels. You're fucking amazing.
Oh, man.
And I hope I don't get copywritten struck for that.
I think that one is, so we might actually we played it less than 15 seconds. We're gold.
Yeah.
We're gold. But guys, make sure you come by and join us. Join us next week for another stream too. We'll have some follow-up pieces from this event, some stuff that we see throughout the week.
We're going to have photos.
Yeah.
Ask the guy in the chat.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Ask him right now.
Yeah.
But guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We will catch you on Sunday, and if we don't catch you there, we'll see you next time.
I'm thinking calendar, 2026 calendar from this. We might even do another car wash if this goes off well. We might do another one this summer. I don't know, but it's all contingent on how this goes.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And obviously, if it gets a little bit bigger, we'll do a little bit more with advertising and what have you. But this was something.
Are we still talking about the car wash?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, but we put this back into action, and this will be fun, guys. So come see us.
Yeah.
Anything else for him, King?
No, that's it, man. I think we rambled far too long.
Yeah, this was a long one, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us for the last hour. We will catch you on Sunday. Until then, stay moist.
And yeah, be there.
Be there.
I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-6 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-6 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip top. Lot of hoes to choose from, I ain't scared to lose one. Bitch, I've been a thought boy since I was reading Goosebumps. Standing on the block, I was testing out my new gun. Mix the off-white with the blue ones. I know I'll be alright when I'm going through some. Got some raw white if you wanna do some. Heard he tryna ball like me, now he got no funds. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. Perky gon' blow like a 30-6 dog. She gon' fuck my bros, cause I know that she a big dog. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip. I got 30-some hoes, you at the crib making TikToks. I like my revolver, but it only got 6 shots. She was built like Sophie Rainbow, mama, she a big buck. I come from the low, but I'm standing at the tip top. Perk moon tag, you know where you saw it first at. Perfume gas, I just pulled up with the turp pack. In my group chat, lot of lingo in my group chat. In my group chat, lot of lingo in my group. If you hate me, why you listen to my new raps? Brand new AP, I'm a trapper, baby, you mad? Can you take me, or you gon' arch your back and throw it there? Used to daydream, now this shit is coming true, yeah.